The judges enjoyed Fran Moldaschl's arresting use of imagery and unexpected plot twists, and were impressed by her world-building skills. This extract that I'm going to read is from When the Giants Passed Through, a historical fantasy novel for 11 to 13-year-olds, and it follows young Edlin as she searches for her lost hound during a storm, and finds herself in the middle of an awe-inspiring encounter in the forest. Somewhere ahead, over the strange rhythm of the thunder, Edlin could hear a high whine. She knew it was Alfred. Steeling herself, she extended her arms and slowed her pace, pushing into the emerald dark. Just when she thought the forest would choke her, the trees fell away to reveal another clearing. Hackles up and growling at the centre of it stood her hound. Relief flooded her, and she made a noise that was part laugh, part sob. Then she looked past him to where she could just see above the tops of the trees. Giants were coming. There was no time to think. Edlin sprinted forward and grabbed the dog, pulling him into the hollow left by the fallen tree when it had birthed the clearing. She crouched low, wrapping her body around the sopping wet dog. They trembled together, a tiny knot of life amongst long dead roots. The thunder, the thundering footsteps grew louder. Unable to tell her own tears from the rain, Edlin wiped her face again and squinted through the darkness at the giants. She stopped shaking then, enthralled. There was a serenity to them, not at all like she had expected. Wolfram had told stories, had spoken of when her mother had seen the giants, and described them as being made of stone. Edlin had taken that to mean boulders, lumpy and irregular, but they weren't like that at all. They were clearly formed from rock, but they were smooth, sleek even, like a pebble worn by the river. Their faces were handsome, graceful, and the thud of their feet on the ground belied an elegance in the way they moved. Every step was a dance. They had no hair that Edlin could see, but they wore what looked like helmets, the edges of which skimmed their beautiful faces and slim, strong shoulders. They looked neither male nor female, yet simultaneously both. Against her chest, Alfred whimpered, and Edlin registered what the dog had obviously seen moments before. The giants were coming straight for them.